everyone, Paul Sam, welcome to another Inbox review. Today we're going to be reviewing the Tamiya 124th Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 6 WRC. Now this is going to be my next build. I've already started the McLaren MP45 I reviewed a week or so ago. And this is going to run alongside it because, as you know, I normally have two builds on the go. So I'm going to start this in the next couple of days. I built this kit before but wasn't happy with it and ended up selling it on. So I always vowed to build it again. And that's what we're going to do today. I've got some aftermarket decals to take care of the sponsorship decals because, as we know, tobacco sponsorship is not allowed anymore. So we've got some MF Zone decals for that. We're also going to lower it and put on the 5-spoke Enki wheels rather than the gravel stage wheels. So the parts come with the kit, thankfully. So that is the plan. So let's jump in. Let's go and have a look at the kit itself. Hey everyone, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell notifications, get notified of our latest videos, give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and leave a comment. I do read and appreciate every comment you guys and girls leave behind. I may not reply to them all, but they are all appreciated. And there's a link in the description of the video that takes you to a big long list of all handy videos and a lot of the products I use in my videos. You now have the chance to support the video content creation by using Patreon or the PayPal me link in the description down below. All the videos always remain free to watch. This is just your chance to help support the videos. Okay, so as I said, we've got Tamiya's 124th Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 6 WRC. Now, I've built this kit before, a while back, about a year ago. Something went wrong with it, wasn't too happy with the finish, and ended up selling it on to somebody else as a complete model. So I always vowed to revisit it, and that's what we're going to do here as our next project. So we've got McLaren MP45 on the go, and this is going to run alongside it because I always have two projects on the go at a time. We're building out the box, but we're going to make some changes to the box art. We'll discuss that in a little bit. I've also got some aftermarket decals because due to regulations and what have you, you can't display tobacco decals. So I've got the full Marlboro decal set there for as well, and we will have ours on the 5-spoke Enkis as well, which I have spare, but as I found out today, come with the kit. Just don't get the tyres, so we've already got those. So, typical Tamiya box art, really nice. On the side, we've got a side profile of the car. On the other side, we've got a few other profiles and of it in action as well. We open it up. We've got the instructions. We've got the clear part of a mast set. Tyres, grills, 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Quite a lot in this one because there are extra parts, as I've just found out, because I'm an idiot. But anyway, less of that. So let's go to the body shell. Now, I believe the body shell shares the same main body as the road car. I believe so. I'm not sure if it's true. Probably does, to be honest. And there's different bumpers in here. But as always, fantastically moulded. Because there's no bumpers on there, there is no seam work on here whatsoever to deal with. So it's a very, very clean body shell. That's going to need minimal cleanup. Got some holes underneath to drill for antennas and aerials and what have you. And some holes on the boot lid for what I assume for the spoiler. So nothing really there that's going to give us any trouble at all. Now, like I say, there are some bumpers to glue in place. They are specific to the WRC car, I believe. So we'll grab those first. They are here. And we'll have a little look. You know I hate Tamiya staples, but here's what it is. We've got the floor pan chassis. Just there. Some nice detail underneath. Then we've got our front bumper. And our rear bumper as well. There's the side skirt, the spoiler, and the roof vent as well. So I'm not quite sure. And there's a support in the middle, is there? There must be. Must be a support in the middle for the spoiler. So again, typical Tamiya, there it is. Perfectly moulded. No flash on there whatsoever. No problems. No seams on the bumpers. All we're going to have to clean up is the sprue joint points. And just typical Tamiya quality. Like I said, 22 years old. Could quite easily pass for a brand spanking new kit. Really, no issues there whatsoever. This will be a very, very simple kit to build, quality-wise. Quite a tricky paint scheme. That's not a bother for us. and then a slightly larger sprue. So I believe the parts we're using are on this sprue, or the ones we're supposed to use are on this sprue. So we'll look at that one. Actually, we'll look at that one first. Suppose that makes more sense, doesn't it? There we go. So on here we've got the gravel stage wheels. Suspension, so it's got higher, meatier suspension, different discs, yes. They look like different front discs, possibly. Or different rear, can't tell. We've got some guards, mud flaps. There's all different parts on here. Now, I'm not 100% sure what we're going to use yet. We're going to figure this out as we go. But we've got the Enki wheels there. Like I say, full suspension setup. Much, much beefier than the road going one. I'm going to compare them side by side. If you can see them there. Much, much beefier suspension parts. But we're going to be using these because I want to lower the car. So, quite what we'll use off this sprue. I am not 100% sure. But we're obviously going to use the roll cage and various other parts. Quite what just yet, I don't know. But the wheels we can use. Obviously, we've got some spare ones here as well. All the suspension components we use. I'm assuming the brakes will. Yeah. We'll play this by ear and see how we get on through the build. But no problem at all. Everything's going to have a seam. Typical Tamiya. Everything's got a sprue point to clean up. But other than that, no real dramas. You've got a few parts to glue together, like the hubs, which is standard on these kits. But glue them together, give them a quick sand, everything's fine. But like I say, you get the two sets of wheels, which I didn't know. You got the wheels and the suspension until about 10 minutes ago when someone pointed out on Facebook after being arguing with some poor guy telling him he was wrong when he wasn't, and I put up a formal apology to him. So I am an idiot. But we do get them. So I'd say there's a lot of trouble because I was trying to source the road car bits and contemplating altering the kit parts. But we don't need to now because we've got it all. So as we do the sprues, perfectly moulded. No problems there whatsoever. Everything's clean, crisp. Obviously, everything's got to be cleaned up like usual, but there's no dramas there. It's a Tamiya kit. There's going to be no problems whatsoever. Right. Another sprue. And we've got interior and what looks like the bottom of the engine. So we've got door cards. Obviously, it's a four-door car. We've got some racing seats, steering wheel, antennas, more suspension parts. So quite what's going on there, I don't know. Dashboard, cooling fans, footrests, accelerator pedals, and again, perfectly moulded, not a thing at all. Nice detail on the door cards there, as you can see. Beautiful. The only thing I would consider changing the seats, but they probably are correct. Once we chuck some harnesses in, we'll get rid of the decals. We're not going to use the decals. In fact, you know what? I've not even seen any decals. Do we have decals for this car? Standard ones? If we do, where the hell are they? Because I haven't seen any. Thinking about it. Okay, that's a bit odd. Hopefully we don't need any of them then, because if they do, they've gone missing. Hopefully they're all no aftermarket set. We'll find out in a minute. But again, as with all the other parts, no problems there whatsoever. Beautifully moulded, crisp, no flash, nothing at all. Just the sprue points to clean up. There'll be a little seam on all the little parts, but simple and easy and quick to clean up. Clear parts, what do I say? Clear parts do. They can make or break a kit. We've also got a mask set, which is very, very handy. Clear parts are good, other than they've got this stupid mark on the back window. It almost looks like a scratch, but it's not a scratch. But it kind of is what it is, and you can't see that anyway. Haha! So that's hidden behind the C-pillar, so that's no problem at all. Parts are nice and clear, as you can see. Barely any magnification whatsoever there, nothing at all. Crystal clear. We've got some under trays, lights, rear lights. So again, no problem at all. Typical Tamiya quality. You really do get an absolute brilliant kit for the money of Tamiya. You really can't fault them. And then, of course, we've got a front. I'm trying to get this back in here. We've got the staples out before we wreck everything. They're all right. We've got our front and rear mass set as well. Let's put that over there for now. Sorry, we'll do it later. And of course, we've got front and rear mast sets, which are very, very handy to get. You can buy aftermarket ones, but the Tamiya ones are really good. These are pre-cut, so again, very, very handy. Tyres. Now, we're not going to use the tyres, so we're not going to bother showing them. They are treaded, they're not marked at all, because we're going to use different tyres. But we've got some polycaps in there and the Tamiya mesh material as well, which we won't use. We'll use some of our own proper material. And then the wheels. So I've got a set with the car. These are the set of tyres that we need to go with it. So this will be what we're using. So Yankee 5-spokes and some semi-treaded tyres. I think they get markings on them as well, so we'll do that. So yes, we've got the tyres as well, and a spare set of wheels. Now, instructions. Typical Tamiya pamphlet, folds out. For fairly newer ones, they're much easier to use, but on the front we've got a little bit of blurb about the car itself. If you want to read it, I'll pull it back to there. There you go, you can read that if you want. There we are. On the inside cover, we've got some do's and don'ts, tools to use, cautions, and all the paint call-outs, which of course, being all the kit are in X numbers. We start off with the engine, running gear, onto the chassis, exhaust, front rear differential, suspension, getting the wheels on, but of course we'll start with the body as per usual, as we always do. We zoom out so you can see better. Then we're on to the interior, the seats. Obviously, you need to back the seats if possible. There would have been a decal with the decals, but we don't appear to have any decals, which I hope isn't going to be a problem. We're going to have to sit and study these and make sure we're not missing any. But overall, no problem there. All pretty straightforward. Roll cage, dashboard, door cards, and then we're onto the body. So we'll start here because we'll get the body all done, decal cleared, then move on to everything else. Clear parts. The under trays, mud flaps, rear spoiler, again that'll be done with the bodywork, and then getting all the ancillary parts on, so antenna, the roof scoops, door handles being painted, wing mirrors, and so on and so forth. And then we've got the decal layout here. So all I have to do is pull up the kit decals, find a picture of them, and make sure everything corresponds from here, and we're not missing any. Speaking of which, so we've got MF Zone decals, which I've used before and are very good. And I can just get that out of there, like so. Oh, don't want to get the decals. Oh, there we go. We just completely pulled the decal off the sheet by sticking the paper to the back. Luckily, it's a number plate marking, so that is a bit iffy. Look at that, stuck to that. What an absolute pain that is. Can we get that back off? More than likely not. It's going to come apart, isn't it? Yep, it's come apart. So that is very annoying. Really annoying. Which decal did it take? Where did it go? I've lost it now. It's that small, I can't see it. So that's a bit annoying. But just one of those things, eh? There, that decal it took. So it's a number plate. We can sort that. That's not a problem at all. So yeah, wherever. Hopefully that's not Mackina's car. Let's have a look. So the number 2 car is MMR. Oh God, it's took the number 1s. Yep, it's took number 1s. It's took Mackina's car. Awesome. Nice one, decals. It's just what we like, isn't it? But will you notice it? Probably not. So just one of those, isn't it? Hang on, do they both have the same plate? They can't do. W9 MMR. Yeah, it would have to go and take the one I need, wouldn't it? It would have to go and take it. That is sod's law. Yeah, just my luck. Okay, well we can do the number 2 car. It's not a problem. Macklin always gets the glory. We can always change that, can't we? So we'll have a look, and if not, we'll have a look if we find. I've probably got spare decals for this, And I bet I've got that number plate somewhere, so if not, we'll find it. So, as you can see, they come off the backing paper really, really easy because we've just lost that decal, which is really annoying because it's gone and got stuck to the bloody sticky tape on the back of there, which is exceptionally annoying. Even more so, we're going to cut off that sticky because that is immensely annoying to do that. But anyway, decals look good. As you saw, they come off the backing sheet really easy. We've got all the Marlboro logos here, so they'll look quite good. Rally Art stripes are there as well. The Versace boards, and of course all the other Marlboro and Rally Art decals there as well. So hopefully we've got all these here. I'm not 100% sure. So beneath the Tommy on the bonnet we'll have Marlboro. And then we've got the Rally Art Versace 2 on the roof. Marlboro on the back. We've got all the OMP. Yes, we have got the Mitsubishi Motors thing on the side. I think we've got the entire decal sheet there, so I think we'll be alright. So other than ripping off one of the decals on the sticky back plastic with some absolute pain in the backside, the decals look good. They're going to settle really nice. If they come off the backing paper that easy with a bit of double-sided sticky tape, then yes, they'll come off very easily with water. But there we go. That's everything we've got for it. We're probably going to paint it TS49 because that's what I've used before. Let's go back to me and have a little chat about what we think. Okay, there we go. So, difficult Tamiya kit. I mean, what is this saying? 22 years old, could easily pass as a brand new kit. Okay, we have no problems with that. Like I said, I've built this before. I've built the 6, the 5, the 7. I've built all of them. And they've always been good kits. It's up there with some of my favourite Tamiya kits. They're really, really nice. So, yeah, looking forward to building this one. Like I said, I built it before. Wasn't happy with it. Moved it on. So I thought, I'll build it again. I've wanted to do it for a while. Got the decals for it. I thought, you know, why the hell don't we just do it? So here we are. We're going to do it. The aftermarket decals. Real shame we ruined one of those. Stupid sticky plastic. Absolute pain on the backside. But I'll go through my spares. I've probably got a spare decal somewhere for it. I will certainly have a look. But it's a real shame that. But luckily it wasn't one of the bigger decals because I would have been absolutely gutted by that. So yes. And I don't have the original decals. I don't know where they've gone. I don't know if I'd give them away to somebody. It's a possibility. God only knows. But yeah, it looks a good kit. I think it'd be a nice build. And yeah, nice to do some decaling again. We've got the McLaren to do, so there's decaling to do on that as well. Marlboro decal in as well, funnily enough. So yes, interesting build. Looking forward to getting to it, and I should start it in the next couple of days. So if you built the kit, let me know what you thought of it. If you built any other Evolutions, let me know. I think they're great kits. Like I say, I've built the 5, 6 and the 7 and the road car. And I think they're great kits for the money. So interesting. I'm looking forward to getting started on this one. So there we are. As always, like to support the channel. There's some links in the description down below. There's a PayPal me link, a Patreon me link, and a Buy Me a Coffee link. There's links to everything else involved in the channel as well. There's International Scale Model Facebook page and forum. umpretail.com, my Paul ISM modelling page, the Off Air Hangout group, the Live the Bench page, and the group build page as well. Make sure you sub to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, click that bell notifications to get notified of our latest videos, and please leave a comment. I do appreciate all the comments everybody leaves on the videos. I really do appreciate them all. I might not reply to them all, but I heart and read every single one and appreciate all the support I get from everybody. So there we are. Keep an eye out in a couple of days for a bench update. I have one of those due. And hopefully part 1 on the McLaren should be up in the next few days or so. So there we are. Enjoy the rest of the evening, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.